What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Maverick's Point of View. So, today, as usual on Sunday, we are doing our weekly goal recap. And I say recap because I'm not really updating much. I did do a little bit of updates last week, which we'll go over, but nothing crazy. So, I just kind of expanded this zone so y'all could see. Obviously, we're still in the zone. This little 12-hour kind of movement didn't happen. So, what we're going to do is we're going to clean up, get rid of that. And so we're just gonna work with what was significant, right? That's what you're doing the whole time. You're identifying significant zones, and I know I'm jumping straight into it, but y'all have been following for a bit at this time, and if you haven't, go back and look at the previous video so you can follow along with us. Yeah. So we had this significant movement, like I told you last week, the 48-41 level that had bounced off of that territory. This is seller's territory, pretty big right here. This level right here is a daily slash weekly seller's level at that 48-41 level. So we're going to have to get a daily or a weekly level to climb up above this and do this before we get that upwards movement. Right now, we're still in the matrix, aka price matrix consolidation. We're battling between territories. So if you want to just think of the main territories, our main territories are 48-41 and 43.96, these red levels that I put here. So this is where buyers are at. This is where sellers are at. And obviously they're fighting for territory in between. That's what this movement is. As you see, we're not really getting a clear direction for a long period of time. The last one we had was this long downtrend, right? And that was clear direction. Obviously, it was very volatile. Sellers really took over from this level, which I had already painted, and you guys already knew the 54.13. And like I said, if you've been following along, you know this stuff. You've been learning. Even if you really don't know how to trade, you're identifying what I mean by territories, by buyers and sellers, by fighting in between them, and also significant trends, right? So this is a significant trend, significant movement where it's just smooth, it's just going in one direction, and we have determination. We don't have like this little back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? So this was part of the uptrend previously too, but it really took off once it got above this zone, and then it just went. Right, so that's what we're looking for here. That's why I have my main zones marked, because I want you guys to really jump into the main trend so that you guys can carry the movement along, so you guys can flow into prosperity trading, because that's what this is about, being a prosperous trader, being a consistent trader. Obviously, there's still moves in between this, but I haven't been going over those because the way that I'm training y'all is to really see the big picture all the time. And if you want to zoom in and do the same things on the smaller time frame, you're more than welcome to do that. At the end of the day, trading is your way. This ain't Burger King, but you know what I'm saying? You trade your way, your style. I'm just giving y'all the principle of how to look at things so you don't get confused, right? And whenever you do get confused, as you guys already know, you start looking up. You start from your monthly time frame so you're not confused. Um, where's if you look on a monthly basis, let's go over this real quick again. We're still in that strong uptrend, right? This has just been a little we're doing a little consolidation, a little fighting back and forth for territory since we made that extreme new high in, what was it, January? Yeah, the beginning of this year. We hit 55.96. You know what I'm saying? That was almost 5,600. And so that's an all-time, all history high. So right now we're playing back and forth. I feel like it's going to continue to go up. However, I'm also prepared for it to go down. Remember, as a trader, you can make money up or down either way. Doesn't matter. I just need a confirmed direction. I need to know who's in charge, who's taking over the territory, and I need to see where I want to get in. So that's what I've been showing y'all. As you see, I'm not changing any of the moves. If you get confused at any time, feel free to just look at it on a weekly time frame. As you guys can see, this is very simple, right? This was a indication that sellers weren't going any lower than this level right here, right? And it happened again. You see they tried really, really hard and they got bounced back really, really good. So the weekly is a good time for them to see that data compressed, so it's simpler. That's what we're doing. All right, we're compressing the data so it's simpler for you guys to see, read, and obviously make a determination about whatever trade you're going to take. And I know I'm talking really fast. It's family day. About to go out with family as usual. But this is simple stuff, bro. I've been showing y'all simply so I can explain it simply, keep it simple, and you guys can really understand in the simple nature of what's going on. Like, it's the trading is not complicated. It's not super hard. What makes it hard is everything up here and the lack of data. But I'm showing you guys how to get the best data so you make the best moves, the best time moves, and you just execute. It's that simple. So our main execution is here or here. Really, when we get above this trend line like this, all right, that'll be our real execution. right? But right now I'm showing y'all play by play. So like right, we're not there yet. If we go back to the daily, right? Ooh, that's probably too small for y'all to see. Span that out a little bit. Okay. Yeah. So if we go back to the daily, you guys are gonna see we're not nowhere near this move yet, and that's why I haven't added this move. This is the move that I'm really, really, really looking for. But I want to catch y'all with the play by play, make it super simple for y'all. So I'm probably being a little bit redundant now because there's really not much to go over. Like it's very simple, y'all. We're just coming in every week. We're coming and we're looking at this. We're approaching it the right way. We're not rushing moves. Like I said, there's moves within here. If you want to go below the H4, there's some decent sell opportunities. But me, I'm wanting y'all to just trade like the banks. And the banks, they trade big moves. They wait for big moves. They trade big moves. Matter of fact, they know, right? This is their game. This is the banks game. So they know when the big moves are going to happen. So they're already in position just waiting, right? So the banks are either already in buys down here or they're already in sells up here. That's what's happening. That's why these big moves are happening. The banks were the sellers up here. The banks were the buyers over here. So that's why we're in the back and forth. The back and forth is really traders, I would say like us, not really because I don't trade like that. I'm trading like the banks, but mainstream retail traders are the reason why we get this back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? The banks are already loaded up from here in their sells and they're loaded up from here in their buys, and everything in between is us, right? Nobody's gonna tell y'all that, but that's how the game really works. So, with that being said, we're just gonna continue to wait. I'll give y'all another little mini move, which y'all should see by now. This is still consolidation pocket, but hey, this is what I'd be looking for. All right, that's what I'm looking for to come back up to this move, or this could happen too, and it just keep doing consolidation. That's why I got this big W looking thing right here shape is because that's what I'm looking at when I see this whole zone. I'll do it one more time for you guys. When I see this whole zone, right? This is a back and forth consolidation, fighting for territories pocket, right? So when I see this whole pocket here, I'm looking at it like, okay, we're still fighting. We've got no determination. We're still in the in between zones. I'm gonna wait and be patient and sit on my hands. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see when I see this box. So I'm gonna delete this because you don't need it. But now y'all know, some potential. As a matter of fact, I'll leave this one. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Oh, it's wifey. Well, anyway, that's it for this video, y'all. I'll see y'all next week. If I have to do a midweek update, y'all will know, and I'll let y'all know. So stay tuned. Thank you guys for tuning in to Maverick's Point of View, and I am out. Peace.